Hey guys. Um, yeah, sorry I haven't uploaded in like a week or two. Um, as you can see, all my saves got deleted. I do have one loss. I'm uploading now. Um, yeah, kind of got a little depressed about that. So we've changed factions, and I was just thinking, um, a build I saw on somebody else's channel. It had he had I think like a 5 stack of Temple Guard, and at first it's like Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money for something like that. And then I got to thinking, well, if you build your whole build around the Temple Guard, uh, maybe you could do something much different than he had, but maybe you could get something that performed well. Um, so I played around a little bit in custom, and this is what I came up with. Um, and my opponent just happened to pick Chaos, so right off the bat, he's expecting dinosaurs. He's expecting a couple carnosaurs, things like that. So 2 poison warhounds, 2 axes in the vanguard. Well, we have 5 chameleon skinks in the vanguard. Now, this is where you have to recognize a lost cause, and these are dead. These are gonna die, and you're not gonna get value out of them. That's just the end of the story. But to get the max amount of value you could possibly get out of them, you should have put both of these in melee mode. Should have charged down the skinks in the centers, or on the flanks. He's doing that a little bit here. He should have committed here, because it's over. And no matter what happens here, he's already lost all this. So he should commit and get the trade. It's not an even trade, but it would be better than what he's fixing to get. We kite away with one. We tighten up our rings with the other. We start setting up. Now, I think I deserve double credit for this match, because not only was my son talking in my ear nonstop, my caster, you see me moving him out here because I want to instead of wasting my skirmisher's time, I want to cast a Manicore, throw him in the middle of this mix, and we could probably win that fight. Unbeknownst to me, I didn't click Manicore. I clicked the area of effect debuff. So I had to shift my skirmishers over here to try to deal with this. At the same time, he shifts to the flank. He's going to try to come down the flank now. I pull my spears out to greet him. He runs away. I pull him back in. I don't want to get separated too much from my core. But I left my caster running. Still in that direction to cast the Manicore summon he doesn't have. And now my chameleon skinks in the center just go up to center. We're shooting at all of his infantry. We're going to slow down the center. We're going to take this fight. We're going to slow this fight down. He comes in for a charge, realizes I'm paying attention, and he's just going to get nuked. So he runs away. We're going to keep this pocket in the center. We just want to slow these guys down. We overextend with one of these. We should have kept one of these back here, and he gets a good pull. He pulls his units back and blobs my guys up, but we're fighting up a hill, so it's going to be hard for him. He sends the trolls in, and there's a bunch of mass because of the amount of units that are there, and we're going to hold that line fairly well. The whole time we've wrapped up. We've run his warhounds off. We've run his axes off on this side. We're retreating. Most of his infantry on this corner is dead or dying. He's casting Fate of Unas and Spirit Leeches. We pull in the Feral Stiletto to stop this. We don't want him to get into the Temple Guard. This is the fight we want. We turn around with our skinks to try to help pin these guys in. We're going to go Temple Guard on these 2 Shaggoths. And you could tell he came for the Lord Snipe. We were chasing these Marauders, but we're fixing to turn and pin him in again. We're firing poison the whole time. In the meantime, the rest of our chameleon skinks are doing exactly what we plan to do. We won one flank, and now we're shooting in. We're just going to keep collapsing. We're gonna let them collapse the flank, and now we're gonna roll all this infantry blob up, and we're gonna be home free. So he's in here, just wailing away. He wants the Bastillodon, but I've cast the debuff. And Flock of Doom in here, overcast. So we're getting really good value right here. They're trying to blob, trying to get that Dino. The Dino's super cheap. The amount of damage he's taking is not worth what he's getting accomplished. Axes are still partially online, but at this point, there's really not a target for them to throw at. These were stuck throwing at skinks. These guys are actually getting thrown at Temple Guard. There's not a lot of them left. This is a miss micro. I should have used these to force it off, and I should put some more on the Great Warriors, the Great Weapons here. But I'm microing elsewhere. I'm trying to catch Kolek. He's in the middle of trying to snipe down all my leadership. So he comes in. He tries to double tap with the Shaggoth and Kolek, which is what he planned to do to start with, but he's expecting leaders on Dinos. So he's going to do just a real quick snipe. And I didn't leave him that choice because we subverted his expectations. Something's wrong, I think, with skirmish right now in this patch, because there's no enemies here to keep them from skirmishing forward or backwards, and I've issued movement orders for these guys like 5 or 6 times, and they just keep getting stuck. They finally accept an order, but we've won everywhere. We've defeated the trolls. Trolls are en route. We're going to use Chameleon Skinks to chase them off. We're just doubling up with Temple Guard, killing off the rest of his infantry, even though we don't really want to do that. He's ran out of forces. We throw our Skinks in anywhere we can to cushion the impact for our Temple Guard, but he's just assassinating lords, and he's trying to win that way. He came prepared. He had Spirit Leech, Fate of Buna, and I think it was Spirit Leech. And he's killed Skink Chief, he's killed my regular chief, and now he's going to go for the priest here in a second. But as you can see, balance of power is way in my favor. We're doing a good job running them off. We're out of ammunition here. But we have 4 units that are like half ammo. If you averaged it out, he's really got nothing left. He's pulled Kolak back from his assassination attempts because he's almost dead. So we're just going to turn all our fire on the Shaggoth now. He's still trying to snipe this lord, and he's actually going to terror out him. See, he gets just completely boinked for like a quarter of his health, and he's just mass pathing trying to get in there. But we got so many Temple Guard, and our cushion units, our little skinks are coming back in. We've got a lot of ammo left on these guys, and he's just taking way too much fire. We got the curse down, and he's going to rout away. We see Kolek trying to come back in to make a move, but there's not a lot he can do. We open fire on him. It's game over. Everything is cracking. Any second now, we're going to have army losses up, and there we go. And we won. But something about this game, I want to do a tactics video to talk about a few things, but I'll talk about it here. We got a couple minutes. Subverting expectations. He brings chaos. You automatically know he's going to bring a bunch of anti-large. Well, the purpose behind this build in general was to subvert expectations. I know you're going to bring either large to counter my large, no matter what faction you are, or you're going to bring ranged. Well, this can deal with anybody's ranged. This can deal with anybody's large. These 3 leaders are not bad. That Skink's pretty decent. The caster is good, especially when you got the 2 mana cores. There's a lot of blocking, so you get a lot of chance to use your range before you have to pull back initially. The Bastillodon is there to act as like a second or third wave single entity after you've used your mana cores to continuously block up his infantry, so you can get, or cavalry or whatever he's got, so you continuously get shots. You slow him down, and you're just holding all your Temple Guard in reserve. You're holding your leadership in reserve. Your Skink Chief's running around being a big pest, but he's generally trying not to get caught and sniped out. He should really be on skirmish mode. This guy is really good in a blob fight. So if Cav come in and you get a good poison on him, you get a Skink in there, you get him in there, and maybe a Bastillodon, like you can win a Cav fight pretty quick because of his buff. But Yeah, the main tactic behind this build is not the build itself; it's just subvert expectation. They expect you to bring dinosaurs because you're the lizardmen. They're famous for them. So no matter what race he would have brought, he most likely would have expected a lizardman, uh, a powerhouse. You know, a lot more than just one cheap shitty Bastillodon. And that Bastillodon arguably got its value and then some. You know, we threw the first curse out there when it was getting engaged, so it bought us probably 2 minutes or more, where everything was just focusing it and it's rampaging. It's killing. I'm pretty sure it was killing Chaos Warriors with great weapons, and it's just taking all the attention. It took his Colossus attention, and it took the Shagus attention for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So that's good value. You know, you're keeping 4K busy for 2.5 minutes while they get shot in the rear. So I mean that's the tactical advice I would share from this build and this victory on ladder. Well played to my opponent. He brought a cookie cutter build that would win probably versus any dinosaur build, and I'm glad I didn't bring it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna keep casting. Hopefully I don't have another incident with my saves, but we'll at least have my loss in this one up really quickly. So enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you're watching. Thanks, guys.